Hello, this is David with entry number 372. And I guess today is as good as day as any to kind of, I guess, in a way, I'm going to sit down, sorry. In a way, take in, basically take in sorry about the moving, I'm just moving towards this light can be decent. I guess today will be the reflection day because I didn't really get to do one yet. So what will I be reflecting on, I suppose, is the question at hand, and that would be the fact that these videos have gone on for a year and kind of the future of the videos, because I have given it a little bit of thought, and I think I will now tell you what I've come to the conclusion. Well, I will tell you what conclusion I have come to. Yes. So, basically, these things have gone on for, some would say too long, some would say just long enough, and I feel like they've been really good for me. They've given me an outlet where if I didn't have them, I wouldn't have any outlet to speak my mind, to speak freely, to speak openly, and to speak honestly. And so in that way, I think they've been really good for me in terms of the amount of liberation I've had with the regards to not having anyone here in the city I can really talk to, or at least emote with. But it's been nice, and I hope that if you have watched some of these, and if you have watched none of them really except for this one, that these videos kind of give you a glimpse into my thought process, and kind of who I am as an individual. I know that many of these videos are not very exciting, and that in fact they are probably quite boring, but they're not really made to be entertainment. They're made to catalog and kind of curate, not really curate, just catalog how I feel on a day-to-day basis. I realized that the first 6 months were not that particularly interesting because, let's be honest, the first year probably, because of how, the first 6 to 7 months, right, 8 months, because of my supervisor situation was poor, and with that poor situation came a lot of negative emotions on my part, and well, as you know, most likely, when the individual feels poorly, it often colors their perception of the world. And so while I was upset and angry, the world did not seem as joyful. Currently, though, I feel that the state of these videos and the state of me as an individual, as David, is good, is looking up, is positive. There's a lot of issues people have, and I'm finding that a lot of my own issues came from, well, I guess they came from overthinking, because I'm someone who, I burn a lot of calories, mental calories, on problem solving things that don't need problem solving. What that means is basically I don't really handle novel situations very well, and by novel I mean new. I'm kind of like, the first time I go somewhere I'm very nervous, but once I've been somewhere once, I'm perfectly comfortable going there over and over again, ad nauseum to some, but never to me. So things that a large part of what has changed for me in the last year is the fact that I'm putting myself in kind of foreign situations and realizing that many times doing so is positive. And I really think that's the case for about 80% of the things that I've done the last 5 months or so. Another big part of what's really come about is that I've been able to make some friends, and I really feel like that's a really important thing, is having a social network, and having a tangible social network, not an internet-based social network, which I don't completely disregard the legitimacy of a internet-based social network, but I'm just trying to say that having friends in real life, having friends that you can touch, that you can see with your own two eyes, is important. But more important than just having friends, casual friends, is having confidants, having people that you can reveal yourself to and not feel that it's a burden or going to be a problem or something. Having friends that you feel comfortable around enough to show parts of yourself that are true and honest. And I feel like in the last 5 months or so, I've made a few new friends that I really feel comfortable with in a way that I haven't had in a long time. And if you're watching this and you suspect you're one of them, please don't do anything to hurt me, because another thing that I've learned over the last year is that because I invest so much of my own emotion in friends and friendship, I feel that there's a part of me that is very sensitive to things that I perceive as betrayal. And I know that sounds kind of petty and stupid, but for me, it's a very serious problem. And betrayal can be interpreted in a lot of different ways for me, and for everyone. But I think it's pretty obvious. Well, actually, I shouldn't even use that kind of wording, because it's obviously not obvious for everyone. But I've really learned that about myself, is that because I invest a lot in people, or have expectations, I suppose, if someone breaks my expectations, it really feels like a personal attack on me. And I know that's kind of silly, and if you don't understand that, then I guess that's really all there is to say about that. But that's kind of what I've been learning about myself, is that just because I'm kind of having to let go and not take everything so personally, but there are a few people out there now that maybe a couple, that if they did something like that, it would just devastate me. But I realize that not everyone and not everything should be taken with that much impact. So I guess to continue, to put in this in summation, I will continue these for the foreseeable future on the daily, and expect it. There are going to be probably a few days, maybe 10 altogether, that I end up not posting, the day of, and have to hold them, like I did for the last vacation that just happened. But those will be far and few in between, because we only have one more vacation, really, until the holidays. So I guess that's about it. I know this was been an extra bonus length episode, but hopefully you've stuck around. I know sometimes I can sound like these are a lot of bloviation, but I hope that you know that where I'm coming from is not a place of kind of self-aggrandization or self-absorption. It's a place of understanding and comfortableness. So it's not me going, oh, look how great I am. It's just going, this is kind of how I am. And that's it. If you were to ask me any question, I could answer them pretty honestly and truthfully about myself. So that's just something that I feel very neutral on. I know there's a lot of people who are very hesitant to kind of speak truthfully or honestly about themselves because they feel that they should feel more humbleness or something. But where I'm coming from is it's not an argument of being humble, rather than an argument of being, or rather, the knowledge of knowing yourself. Okay, so to the degree of which you believe me or not, that's your own thing. But I'm telling you now truthfully that if I do sound like I'm blowing smoke, I'm sorry, but if you ever meet me in person, just you can pretty much ask me any question you'd like, point blank, and I'll give you a truthful answer. And I like finding people who can go tit for tat, but unfortunately, they're few and far between. So anyway, expect more of these on the daily. I'll see you for the next 3 or 4 months while I'm here, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. This has been entry number 373. I'll talk with you tomorrow.